Okay, everybody. So I am trying this again. Technology. And that's one of the things that you may come across when you start to work from home. And, you might have some issues with the technology. So I'm back at it. I had the Sid come out here and help me. We're trying to figure this out. But I wanted to give you 10 tips for working remotely because I have done it for 9 years. So I worked 6 years in corporate America, and I actually was a part of the lead team that brought all of our whole organization virtual. So I have a lot of experience, and then being a spiritpreneur, I am at home in my own office every day, and so I make it happen. 9 years of teleworking experience. So I have been seeing the posts, and I'm kind of chuckling, but I know many of you are very serious where you're saying like you're afraid to be home. You're afraid to be home with the kids. So here are a few tips that you can use to navigate the process of working from home. So now if you can hear me, please say you can hear me because I did this whole thing like an hour ago and nobody said they could hear me. So if you can give me a thumbs up or whatever, okay, you can hear me. Hey, little sister. Okay, so here we go. Top 10 tips on working remotely and not strangling nobody. Okay, 1, set your intention at night. The best thing that you can do is to really figure out what you want that specific day to look like. You have set 5 days in the weekday. Just plan certain things for certain days so that you don't get overwhelmed. It's like trying to eat an elephant, you take a little bite at a time. So that will help you in the morning when you get up, and then you're just able to keep it moving throughout the day, and you already have your plan, you know what you're doing. It'll really help you. So set your intention at night and set your children's intention at night. I already had to tell the Sid, you will not be sleeping all day, staying up all night, on FaceTime with your friends, doing nothing. You still going to study your SAT. You still going to do your driving stuff, and you're still going to study for your SOLs. Okay. So I'm setting her intention so she knows. So like Friday, we were out and we didn't realize that we were going to be out, but I let her sleep. Hey, Kim, I let her sleep. But then I was like, could you get up and clean the whole house? So we had to sweep, mop, dust, wash the dishes because, hey, everybody got to do their part. So set your family's intention and come up with a good checklist. Number 2, in the morning when you wake up, I call it the power hour. The power hour. So now if you are used to commuting, I used to commute, but like I said, I have been home for 9 years working from corporate America and now working for myself. So I kind of got it down pat. In the morning, I call it the power hour. I meditate. I drink some water, lemon, a little bit of salt in it, and then I also exercise. So I do those things first. I do not sleep with the phone by my head. I do not get up in the morning and just start scrolling. It totally messes up all your situation. So try not to do that. Power hour. Get all the things done. Now, for those of you who have commuted, you have a golden opportunity because you can use the time that you would have used to get dressed, get the kids dressed, get breakfast, and then get on the road. You don't have to do that now. So just use your time wisely. Okay? I'm going to go through this fast because I want to get it done in under 15 minutes. You can't go to the gym now, but you can always get on demand, and you can get on YouTube. You can use your cell phone, depending on the kind of phone you have, is to put your YouTube online. And so Kim says, yes, it's an opportunity for her. It's an opportunity for all of y'all. For the kids to get them rooms clean, for you to clean out them closets. There's lots of opportunities that we will have during this time, but you just have to know how to maximize the time and use the time. I use the Pomodoro Technique. If you look in the description, the Pomodoro Technique, the website or the YouTube video is there for you to check it out. Now, I used it and I'm looking over here because I'm making sure I don't miss anything. I used it when I was in school, in nutrition school, studying to be a certified holistic integrative nutrition health coach. So all you do is you take a chunk of time, an hour, think about an hour. So I would set the clock 25 minutes on, get my work done. I set the alarm in the kitchen so that it would make me get up and go stop the noise, right? So I get up, I do what I got to do, 25 minutes. Make sure you get up. Go turn off the alarm, and then for 5 minutes, do whatever you want. Go pee, get some water, move your body. You have to keep movement. We are now being holden here, and it can affect your mental. It can affect your baby's mental, and it can affect your mental, and everybody in the house is mental. You have to keep the flow going, okay? So I get up, and then I might dance. Sometimes I hit the little things that I haven't done. Put all the clothes away from the basket, or straighten up the bathroom right quick, or just do whatever. I use that 5 minutes, and then I come back and sit down and do my other 25 minutes. And then when the alarm goes off, I got 5 minutes to do the same thing. Now I have done an hour. That's an hour gone. I got my stuff done. I focus. And the best thing to do that works for me is I put on the do not disturb. The do not disturb, I have a Mac, so I just put on do not disturb so I don't get any texts. I don't get anything. The good opportunity that we all have now is that everybody's home. So you don't need to be worrying about leaving your phone on in case somebody calls. If you're working on a task, you can do the do not disturb, and then you won't get those things and be distracted, because the distraction is really where you're going to get caught up. The other thing is to eat the frog first. If you have heard of that before, that means do the thing that you do not want to do first. Do it early, because most of the time, a lot of us have a lot of energy in the morning. Just get it over with. Like your parents said, eat the vegetables first, then you eat the rest of the stuff, and then the vegetables don't seem that bad, right? Do the hardest task first. And then if you use the Pomodoro technique, just break it up, get up, come back down, get your water, and do the things you need to do, and then it's done, okay? Now, the other thing is, if you have never heard of this before, I want to inform you, tell everybody you know, sitting is the new smoking. So remember when smoking, they used to be like, you can smoke. In the 50s and the 60s and probably even in the 70s, you see the mamas who were pregnant, who were smoking. Not good. Hey, Kim, not good, right? So sitting is the new smoking. It is not, our bodies are not made for us to be sitting down all the time. And so like Hayward is saying, the exercise and the first thing would be his frog, right? But human beings' bodies are made for movement. We are supposed to be moving. We are just in since the 20s is only when schools were set up and workplaces were set up where we're sitting and being droned to or lectured to the whole time. The Carnegies and all them folks set it up that way so that they would have a workforce. We were used to being apprentices. We were used to moving around, being seamstresses, and doing all these things out in the world. Our bodies have not evolved to the point where we are sitting down every day in a computer going like this in a chair. Smoking was bad, and I'm telling you that sitting is bad. So get up and move your body. So in the Pomodoro effect, it allows you to take that break and do whatever that you need to get done, and then you'll have more energy, okay? So now, number 5 is inform. Negotiate and then connect. It's all about communication. Inform. Tell your peoples, please don't come trying to talk to me right now because I'm about to jump on this conference call. Please tell the children, mommy can't talk right now because she's going to be doing something. But you give them, you inform them, you tell them it's going to be an hour, it's going to be 2 hours, it's going to be 30 minutes so that everybody's on the same page. So like even before this video, I told my Sid, mommy's about to do this call or this live. And so she is going to need a little bit of quiet. So she's in her room or she's trying to be quiet or whatever. Hey, Sora Kim. So, that is inform, and then negotiate. Then this is with work too. This is with your coworkers in this, in this really unique time. And this is with your family members who are in the house with you. You inform them, I can't talk right now, I'm doing something else. Then the other one is negotiate. You negotiate a time when you can come back. So like Sid said, I'll be done in an hour, then you can come back out here and clank all them dishes or do whatever noise that is you're making. Give me this specific amount of time, and then they'll know, they'll have the information, and then they can be easy until it's time to go to the next thing, okay? And then when you connect is just when you choose to get together. So you told the coworker, I need an hour. Let's talk in an hour and a half. And then in an hour and a half, then you make the connection, and then y'all talk about whatever you need to talk about. This is a really unique time for us, for many people, because you have never worked from home before. Your job told you that they don't allow working from home and that that's not what they do. But now everybody is being forced to work from home. So they got to make it work. But the thing is that you do it with ease. The thing is that you survive. Thank you, Crystalline. The thing is that you survive and your children survive, and you don't be in there about to choke each other out by the end of the day. We got about a month. It might even be more. Thank you, Soror Suzanne. We got a lot of time to do this. This is only day 1, 2. It's kind of cute right now, right? Ooh, we Netflixing and chilling and we doing whatever. It ain't gonna be cute day 7, 8. So definitely use these tools. Inform, negotiate, connect, use your do not disturb. You have tools at your disposal. The next thing is move your body, dance, get in your water and your food. You have to get your water. So I keep my water at my desk, and then I know on that 25 minutes, I get a drink. So I'm gonna do one now. Get some water and keep the water going. This is my 24-ounce mason jar. You take your weight, divide it in half, and that half is the ounces that you need. So this is 24. I have to keep filling it up during the day, but at least I know I'm getting it, okay? So you have to get water. Water nourishes, it replenishes, it gives you more energy, and that's what you'll need during the day. I would not suggest coffee and caffeine and all those things because you will get a crash. So now you have the opportunity to be at home, to try these new things. You know, they say it takes 21 days to make a habit. Well, this will allow you to maybe wean yourself off of certain things. And so that maybe by the time you get back to work, you won't have to be so stuck on doing those things that are not serving you, because it doesn't look, it doesn't really help. And thank you, Tina. Tina is my, middle school kindergarten friend, and we share a birthday. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. I hope this is helping. If it's helping, give me some hearts, give me some love, share it, because I know a lot of people are trying to figure this out. I've been looking at the timelines and I've been chuckling. I don't want none of y'all little babies to get hemmed up because they like, Mommy, can you give me something to eat? Can you give me some food? Now, this is one of the most powerful things that I want to share because, like I said, I worked from home for 9 years and I'm currently working at home. The first 6, I worked in corporate America, and I had the unique task of taking a large organization virtual. I was the test. Me and my staff were the hamsters that they were testing this out on. Thank you, Nicole. And so we did the ups and the downs and the highs and the lows. And to be honest, we tried to be super women, and we damn near burnt out our adrenals trying to make this work and trying to whatever, because we were doing the things that they told us were supposed to work, but they did it from an administrative point of view when we were on the ground in our homes, and it was tough. So here are the things that I learned. Do not try to be a hero. All you got to do is just do your work. Just do your work. Do the things, meet your deadlines, and do those things that you're supposed to do. But if you can give me a thumbs up or some love on not being a hero, especially my melanated sisters, because we're taught that we have to be the hero, and that's how we're conditioned and trained. Do your work. That's all you really need to do. And you will be fine. If you try to log on early and then you stay 7 or 8 o'clock at night online, then you're going to burn yourself out. Hey, Derek, you're going to burn yourself out. You're going to burn your children out. And this is a marathon. We are in a dystopian mindset right now. We're going to have to do things for self-preservation. This is no longer a self-care situation. We are trying to preserve ourselves. And if we're in these homes, then we are going to need to do things that we have not done before. Now, let me just tell you this cute little story. We down here in Virginia. I'm from Jersey. Me and Sid were like, ooh, we going to grandma's house. Well, grandma said, you don't got to come, you don't got to stay home, but you can't come here. And we were like, dang, grandma. But she was like, it ain't because I don't love you, but because I love you, I will want to be hugging and kissing on you. And she is an elder. So she's in that category of what they're saying is at risk. So we totally understood it. And we were like, dang. So now we just down here like lost little babies. Just me and Sid said like, but grandma was on some self-preservation. She was like, y'all stay home. So we're here. And so self-preservation, do whatever you need to do to make yourself feel good and to make your family feel good so that you can navigate this unique time with ease. It is only a test. Well, it's not a test. You have a crisis or an opportunity. You can choose what you're going to make it be. A crisis where everything is crazy and you keep sharing all these crazy YouTube videos and all this information that hasn't been vetted. Or you can decide to figure out new ways to do things, even connecting with your family. So do not be a hero. Do not try to be a hero. Just do what you're supposed to do like you always do. And then keep it moving. And what I do want to say is it gets better and it gets easier. After 9 years, depending on the task, I do certain things at certain times. So I like to study African-centered principles. African principles say also and. There is not a black and white either or. That allows you to go with the flow. Just go with the flow. Just go with what feels good to you and to your family. Whatever other people are posting about how they're doing it, that might work for them. If you try it and you realize it doesn't work for you, then you do something else. Do what works for you, okay? And so your intuition and your instinct and your family's intuition and instinct will tell you what's the best thing. It can be we all get up in the morning and then everybody goes their separate ways and does whatever they have to do in their own rooms. And then you get together for lunch and then you get together for dinner. How many opportunities have you really had to have lunch with your kids or your family? Everybody's usually work, school. This is a unique time to do something different. So don't get caught up in anybody else's stuff. Don't get caught up in what anybody else's routine is. Figure out your routine. You're going to need to be able to set yourself up to thrive in this new way that things are happening. And then, you could do it. You have a lot of opportunities here because you'll be home. You'll be in your own environment. You're not having to get dressed per se. A lot of people get all the way dressed and then they sit at the computer dressed because they can't do it another way. Well, not your kid. Look, I got my pajama pants on. I just put on this top and put on a little lipstick. That's what you can do because you're going to be on that Zoom. You're going to be, on all those conference calls and everybody's trying to figure it out. So have grace for yourself. Have grace for your coworkers. Have grace for your children. Have grace for your significant others. Everybody is learning and everybody is experiencing it, but we are all experiencing it in different ways, okay? So That's number 9. And then number 10, and then I'm going to let you go. So please share, please like, please let people know that if you got anything from it, give me a heart, give me a thumbs up, and then share it, because tomorrow is the day. Tomorrow is the day when your job is going to be expecting you to log in. They're going to be expecting you to do whatever, but your children are going to be expecting a certain thing too. And your significant others are going to be expecting a certain thing too. And the goal is to thrive in this situation. The goal is not to survive. We don't want to survive this. We want to thrive in this situation. And you can, but you have to set yourself up to be able to do it. So that's why I wanted to come on Sunday, because now you have the whole rest of the night to get your plan together, sit down and talk to the hubby or to wifey and to the babies and tell them, to the teenagers or whatever, or the college students that are home now, because they're home. You got to tell them, let's come up with a plan so that we're all fine. But then the last thing, and this is the most important part that I wanted to say, hug your family. Human touch is very important. And if you're all in the house together and y'all ain't been anywhere, y'all good, okay? Hug each other, human touch. Sit on the couch and when you're doing your Netflix and chilling, and make sure that you're doing human contact. Hug your babies. Me and Sydney about to do some Harry Potter. We on number 5. We're on the 5th one, and we gonna snuggle and we gonna do whatever, eat our food and watch our Potter. You cannot, social distancing is one thing, but human beings are not made necessarily for this. So if you are in the home, touch your people. A little hand on the skin ain't gonna hurt nobody, okay? And then, keeping your immune system up, little orgasms don't hurt either. So if you can get one of those in, about 2-3 of those in, then that helps too. If you're home alone, get on FaceTime or get on your virtual thing and talk to people so that you don't feel so isolated. We have a balcony, so we've been getting out in the sunshine when the sun was out. Plan to get on your deck, get on your balcony, get some fresh air. You need to have fresh air. So I hope this helps. Give me some love and give me some thumbs ups. If you learned anything, please share. And please put your plan into place. If you have been working from home and if you have any tips, put the tips down in the comment section, because we need a whole bunch of them, and everybody can pick and choose what works for them and then come up with their own plan. So not to hold any more of your time, I thank you for all the love. I hope that this, helps. And then for those of you who have my book or haven't gotten my book, now's the time to read some books. So you can go to wendycherry.com and get my book, and there's self-discovery and reflection exercises in it. And it is good to help you at this time because spring equinox is coming. Spring equinox is a change in the season. Can't you feel the change that we're going through? And like I said in the last video, this ain't no 2020 sucks, let's throw it out the window. 2020 is clear vision. Being able to see things differently than you've seen them before. And when you see it differently, then you can move differently, okay? So we ain't throwing it all away. You don't have a choice. Nature is going to keep on going. And so you have to survive and move with it. But we want to do it gracefully. So again, I thank you, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.